to another episode of Your Daily Real Estate. This is part 3, and this is part 3 into your CRM, your people, your database, getting to understand what to do with those people in there or those people that are going in. We went over email, we went over smart plans, and we went over those two, the last two. So if you missed those, go back and then start there. If you are caught up, today we'll be talking about mailing, actual mailing. Tomorrow, your events, and then lastly, social media. Let's get right into this. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to share my screen. If not, don't worry about it. I'll be taking you through it. And if you need a copy of this, I'll be giving out on the last day. Let me share my screen and get started. Here we go. So, we are going to talk about mailing. When it comes to your database, connecting with your people over a long period of time is important because this is how most of them turn into clients and, more importantly, repeat clients, your core database, your core sphere, those people that know you, that can spot you at the supermarket by name, right? That's the most important piece. Those are the ones that you need to stay on top of. Now, as you're discovering who is going to fall in that part of your database, what I would consider the A's and maybe some B's, right? I would say you have the opportunity of treating everybody equally at the beginning, meaning make an attempt to reach out to them, make a good introduction like I was going through the smart plans by text, by email, by phone call, and in some cases, people that you meet in person. I would say write them a note card, connect with them in person. Your job is to maintain a high quality database because these are your people. If you're not going to connect with them in any way, then why even have them in your database? And so for me, the one key part of this as I'm starting mailing, let's say I was starting mailing, I would say, let's do handwritten notes. And on top of that, I would be very specific as to why I'm reaching out, right? Whether it's thank you for meeting yesterday, the day before, last week. It was really insightful. I appreciate blah, 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 point, right? Whatever that was. But be specific. We ran a podcast, and unfortunately, I don't know what number it is. Let me see if I can find it while I'm talking to you. But we ran a podcast that went over reasons to actually send out a note card. And I believe there were 5. And let me find note card. I categorize everything in Google Docs. Here it is. It is episode number 430. Number 430. And here's some that I gave you, which was a thank you note, encouragement or support, just because note, a celebration or congratulations, and a social media inspired note. So if you need that, message me. I'll send that one over to you. In the meantime, start thinking about who you need to be connecting with in this way. Like today, I met with some amazing agents at a live event that I did about 40 minutes away from my house. And I already have a list of about 5 people I'm going to be sending out a note card to because I know that those 5 people are important in my database. 2 of those are not in my database, but we connected very well. So now my next step, because I did not get their home address, my next step is to text them and say, hey, I didn't get your home address. What is it? Right? Then, and people sometimes say, what's up? Why? Right? Usually they won't. I don't think I've ever had that, but I've had other agents say that may happen. Say, well, I want to send you a thank you card. That's it. Right? Next, under handwritten is you need to send these out for any events that you're having. And that's pre-event or post-event or both. Leading up to the event, call, text, email, but also send out something handwritten. Say, hey, really looking forward to seeing you in person and so forth, right? Special occasion, these work really well for special occasions. Birthdays, anniversaries. Who doesn't want to get a handwritten note card that connects with people on this level? Meaning, I took the time to write this, and if it's not you writing this, you can use a company called Handwritten. It's hand, and written is spelled W-R-Y-T-T-E-N. And they have a pen, little machine that writes it for you. You can do it that way. Now, if you want to continue on the mailing, I would do postcards. Who are you going to have on postcards? I hope it's not your whole database. If you've got thousands of people on there, I would say a specific set in your database. And this is going to be probably your past clients, your farm 100%. If you're going to go this route, just listed, just sold, right? Anytime you have a client that you just listed a home for, well, now you're going to circle around there. And we use Corfact here and there. And that's where I would just upload the data, and then it's going to be mailed out, just sold, just listed, or anything else I want. And then on top of that, community events, like I mentioned before, handwritten notes on top of that. You could do postcards, or you could just do one or the other. Next, gifting. Gifting I reserve for people in my database that are tagged as past clients or core sphere. And even my past clients, not all of them are on there. It's my core past clients, those people that know me by name and I want to hang out with and I connect with really well. So I would say, I don't know initially. Now, if you're just starting off, I don't know that I'd do more than 10 just to get a hang of it. 10, easy. And it could be a company like Client Giant, so it's automated, or it could be you doing pop buys, and it could be super simple. You can combine here a handwritten note card and something from maybe the 99-cent store or from Target, something easy that you can buy in bulk possibly and do this quarterly. For me, pop buys are really tough because I'm always on the go and I rely on Client Giant a lot so that I can add a certain amount of people on there and then they get these gifts, right? Next, holiday cards. I don't know that I would put your whole database on this, but I'd put your farm if you're already farming, and I would put your core people on this. This way, if you have, I don't do this, but I know a lot of agents do. If you have those postcards that go out with your family picture on it for Christmas, amazing. Or a New Year's one, or Thanksgiving, Halloween, whatever you want, right? The point is, if you're going to go this route, stick to it. Make sure you know who in your database is going to get this. And for me, it would only be 3 people, 3 types of people. It would be my farm, so that it's part of the routine of mailing, number 1. So everyone in my database that I categorize as farm. Number 2, core past clients, meaning those people that are going to refer me business or that I really love, just hang with. I love spending time with them. And then core sphere. They may never have been my past client, but I love being around them and they refer business to me. Those would be the 3. And then lastly, obviously, birthday cards. I would definitely have a list of whose birthday it is. And if you're not going to send it, a handwritten one, see if you could do send out cards. Easiest one to do. People love it. And look, instead of mailing and you're not going to do that, and you're like, I still want to send them something, you can always do a virtual email card. I don't know if you remember those e-cards a long time ago. It's better than nothing. But I would rather get something in the mail if you're going to send it to me, or more importantly, you, as you're building these relationships with your database, you need to do it this way. Anyway, that's a wrap. This episode is brought to you by brillianttribe.com. Check us out. We'll do part 4 tomorrow.